weekly live training every week comes to you from the $1 Million Marketing Academy, the #1 REI marketing education out there. I will put the link below for you. So let's get started. The future of not just REI marketing is here. Artificial intelligence. We'll get into the nitty-gritties in just a moment. But I'm kind of here this week to kind of teach you how to confidently create marketing using specifically ChatGPT that will drive in leads, fast track your success, and ultimately build you wealth, right? That's why you got in the real estate industry. So before we get started, this is one of the most profound quotes. I would take a picture of it. I would write it down. This is truly one of the keys to, #1, scale, #2, success, and #3, leverage. Okay. This is from Gary Keller, the $1 Million Real Estate Agent. If you haven't read it, don't walk, run to go get a copy of that. It was one of the first books I read, and everything that he said, obviously things have been modernized now, but everything that he has taught still stands today. So he states the ultimate key to tilting the money-time ratio in your favor will be leverage. Leverage is divided into 3 categories: people, systems, and tools. And that's what I'm here today about, one of the most important tools that have come out in the last 10 to 20 years, okay, which is AI, artificial intelligence. Specifically, again, we're going to be talking about one of the tools called ChatGPT. There are other amazing AI tools for photos, for videos. This is specifically for text that I'm going to be teaching you about. There's other companies, AI companies, everyone is going to start implementing AI to some capacity in their companies, especially in the digital world, as moving forward. I've already started seeing people do that. There are some tools that I use that have new fields that are AI friendly now that you can just put and start using AI, artificial intelligence, for text. So anyways, copy this quote down. Leverage is divided into 3 categories: people, systems, and tools. And that's exactly what we're going to be talking about here today. How to leverage artificial intelligence, okay, so that you are tilting the money-time ratio in your favor, okay? So let's get in depth about it right now. I have a very short amount of time for these Thursday trainings, so if I talk fast, you can always rewatch this. Write your notes down. So why am I excited? #1, I'm excited because of what I just told you. It's a new tool that will literally help your time money ratio. Okay. AI is something that literally will reduce your costs, save you. There's no amount, there is no numbers anyone can give you that will tell you, and I'll actually get into ChatGPT in a moment and show you, there is absolutely no amount of time or money that somebody can tell you it will really cost, because it's that amazing in terms of how much time and money you will save using this. Okay, now let's get a little more specific on what type of time and money that you will be saving. Okay, so AI, if somebody were to ask me, hey, Marina, explain ChatGPT. Why are you so excited about it? The answer I would give, and this is what I told my CMO Circle members yesterday, is it's like if you won the lottery, because it's like winning the lottery when I tell you this. If you won the lottery and hired the smartest MIT, Oxford, Harvard educated copywriter in the history of the world, and you hired them and they want to work for you for free. It's not an over exaggeration what I just said to you. Okay, so let's talk about a little bit about what the definition is of artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence leverages computers and machines, which are tools, to mimic the problem-solving decision-making capabilities of the human mind. I mean, think about that. For computers, acting like the human mind. Okay, and the more we use these computers, the smarter it will become. So it's exactly what I told you. It's like you have the smartest writing assistant copywriter in the world working for you for free. It's a free tool too for now. There's a paying option, but it's a free tool for you. I actually got an email from another expert, and he wrote an email and said, I know you've been spammed with all of this AI training. I make a promise to you, my students, that I will not be using ChatGPT or any AI to conduct any business. And I was like, what? Why would you be saying that to your students? That's like somebody saying, I'm not going to listen to music on Apple. I'm not going to use Uber. I'm going to flag a taxi down in the middle of Boston, which is like crazy right now. It's unheard of, right? It's like saying I'm going to go to Blockbuster when I can just watch Netflix, okay? That was a crazy email. This is a new tool that will leverage for free, just like a lot of social media is for you, that you should be leveraging, okay, to save time, to save money, and to scale and grow. So that's why I'm so excited. I haven't been this excited since databases came out in 2006, 7, 8, and we started using databases and CRMs, okay? That the level of excitement I have for artificial intelligence is the same, because CRMs and databases, had that same automated save you time, save you money, and also make you a lot of money. And if you're not using a database, that's a whole different conversation. We'll have a training on that as well. But the same level of excitement that I had implementing my database and CRM is the same level of excitement I have now, because I can see how much money you're going to save, how much time you're going to save, and I cannot wait to show you, and just how money you can make off of it, which is exciting. Okay. All right. So what are the benefits of AI? I kind of went over this. Okay. I kind of went over, why the benefits of AI in terms of your time, that it's a tool. It's a new tool that you can implement in your business that will allow you to leverage, again, your time and money ratio, so you can scale and grow. Okay. Now this leads me to how you should not be using it. Listen, just like anything else in business, this is a truth bomb for you right now. This isn't a magic pill. Okay. ChatGPT and AI will get you 75 to 80% of where you need to be. The rest is up to you. The rest is, so for example, if I say, hey, write me a video script on, curb appeal, on presenting a curb appeal in the city of Boston, make it 5 minutes, right? I still have to make the video, send it to editors, and upload the video and market the video, right? So it gets you 75 to 80% where you need to be, even sometimes higher, 90%, right? But it takes you there, but it's still up to you to take action, to implement everything that you're using ChatGPT for. It's just like if you were hiring a writing assistant, they would get you, 75, 80% of where you need to be, but you have to take action. And again, my saying, get it out the door. You have to still get your marketing out the door. So you should not think have a mindset shift right now. You should not be using ChatGPT and AI and think that it's going to do 100% of the work for you, because it's just not. You're an entrepreneur, so you already know that, right? You're an entrepreneur, you have grit, and you already know that this is a tool that can help you, but you need to take massive action to use that tool in order for you to make money and scale. If you're using ChatGPT, right, but you're not implementing it, you're wasting massive amounts of time, okay? The only time you should be using ChatGPT is if you're taking what you're doing on ChatGPT and then implementing that, okay? I don't want you wasting time. Again, this is what I teach my students. There are, especially with social media, okay? Another free, amazing tool, okay? Not using AI is like saying don't post stuff on Facebook and Instagram and TikTok right now, right? It's like crazy talk right now. So as far as, you have to think of it in two ways. Okay. And this again is the same exact thing. You have to think of it in two ways: producer versus consumer. Are you going to be a producer of ChatGPT, or are you going to be a consumer of ChatGPT? And that's exactly the same question I pose for social media. Are you sitting there consuming 14 hours of social media? I can tell you right now, show me your social media usage and I'll tell you how successful you are. You like to believe that or not, but there is a link in what makes ultra high net 1% individuals and everybody else. And social media usage is a huge component. Why? Because ultra high net worth individuals are producers and everyone else, the remaining population, are consumers and get consumed. So you don't want to get consumed in AI and ChatGPT. There's going to be a learning curve, of course, but you don't want to get consumed where you're not implementing, okay, and producing and taking action on all the benefits of what ChatGPT and AI can do for you, okay? So this is why I'm so excited. The huge benefit of AI is a tool you can leverage. And 3, I just told you how you should not be using it, okay? Consumer versus producer. But here's my disclaimer. This is so new, okay? This is such new technology, just like Facebook was in the beginning of like 2006, 7, 8, right? Everybody was just starting to use it. I am not a lawyer. I'm not going to give you any legal advice. Or copywriting advice, things are going to be coming out as they, I already saw articles in Daily Mail of, a Vanderbilt professor who wrote an email and at the bottom disclosed that she used ChatGPT. And then, they called her a lazy person and her superiors and her had to step down. And I'm like, wait a minute. Pump the brakes here. She did the right thing by putting a disclaimer at the bottom of her email stating, this email was generated by, I forgot the exact terminology, by GPT with like the help of ChatGPT. I'm like, how many people are not going to be disclosing it? So huge disclaimer. There are going to be so many, and that's the thing too. People aren't going to be disclosing it. I think they should. Like that disclaimer was incredible, what she put at the bottom of her email. But a lot of people aren't going to be disclosing it because, they're going to be called lazy and, they're going to be thrown out of their jobs. But the reality is, huge disclaimer, it's so new. We don't know what's going to happen with copywriting, with disclaimers, with, how people are going to be, what you can claim is yours, what's not. I don't know that. It's so new. Okay. So huge disclaimer. I might not have some answers for you because nobody does. Okay. So just keep that in mind as well. And a lot of times it's just a matter of using your own integrity of whether you want to disclose if you use ChatGPT or if you didn't. Okay. So again, it's just like going on Google, right? And going on a link and copying and pasting what you found. Is that the right thing to do? Is that not the right thing to do? Again, so many ethics and integrity questions. Again, I don't know till all the rules and regulations start coming out, okay? All right, AI, perfect. So these are, why it gets me so excited, the benefits, how you should not be using it, and just disclaimers moving forward, okay? So let's get into actually the tool. So there's AI, artificial intelligence as a whole. Okay, you can have AI to text, AI to photo, AI to video, so many things. Okay, you see it online. The people that are making themselves superheroes from AI with photos. What we're going to be looking at is ChatGPT and AI to text right now. Okay. I'm not going to be looking at photos, whatever it is. I'm just going to be showing you ChatGPT. And right now I'm just going to go over the overview, what some features and examples of what you can do in ChatGPT, the playground where you can test things, and then, pricing if you want the free version or not. Okay. All right. So I'm going to get out of this really quickly. All right, so let's look at ChatGPT really quickly. All right, so welcome to OpenAI. So when you see OpenAI in terms of ChatGPT, it's the company that created ChatGPT, okay? So OpenAI is the company that has created ChatGPT, all right? So overview. if you want to know more about OpenAI and just ChatGPT in general, there's so many, what is this, how you should be using it, just everything that you need to do to use it. Okay, so let me do this. So OpenAI and AI, I told you kind of what it is. We're using AI, artificial intelligence, for text. Okay, so we're using it, a tool to mimic problem-solving, decision-making capabilities for real estate investing. That's how we're using it today. Okay, now before we get started, the number one thing you need to know, and I'm going to keep it to the basics right now. Okay, the number one thing that you need to know is about how to use ChatGPT is using prompts. So, when you go in the Google search engine and you start putting in keywords to find what you're looking for, that's called prompts. When you go to your search area in your ChatGPT, which I'll show you in just a moment, what you're doing is prompting, the machine to solve a problem for you. So instead of calling it searching, it's called prompts. Okay, and that's the number one thing, key concepts that you need to know when you start using ChatGPT. So basically, prompts are the words that you're going to put in this search area in ChatGPT that will allow it to solve the problem for you. Okay, I'll give you an example in a minute as well. However, the most important thing that you need to know about prompts is you have to be hyper specific, super specific about exactly what you're looking for in your prompts. Okay, so an example would be something like this. Write a one-page, and you're going to see how specific I'm really getting, and I'm going to show you in person in just a moment. Write a one-page letter to, and again, you have to write to and where it's coming from, okay, as if you're who. I'll give you an example. Write a one-page letter to motivated sellers who want to sell their property in a probate situation coming from a real estate investor. And I'll give you that exact example in a minute. But do you see how I was super specific about how I wanted a one-page letter to exactly who I wanted it? Motivated sellers who are in a probate situation, as if what? Or coming from who? A real estate investor. And I'm going to show you exactly what that looks like in a moment as well in the search. But that's what prompts are. The number one thing you need to know is 100% prompts and how to use prompts to get what you're looking for, because the more specific you are, the better it is for you. So key concept of the number one thing that you need to know about using ChatGPT is prompts and completions, which is exactly what I told you, which is being as specific as you possibly can be about what you want, who it's for, where it's coming from, and you can even pick your tone as well. Remember, this is capabilities of a human mind, artificial intelligence. So it can give you tones as well. So I can write that prompt that I just told you, but you can say, make sure it's compassionate, or you can say, make sure it's professional, or make sure it's persuasive. You can give it a tone and a personality. Again, AI is a tool that mimics the human mind. I know that can sound scary, but we are here. Okay, this is where we are. So this is what we have to learn about. So, all right. So I'm not going to get into all these other things yet. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start with, you need to know that in ChatGPT, prompts are the most important thing when you are searching for exactly what you want. Okay. Now, this is what's going to blow your mind. Okay. So I'm going to tell you, how you can use ChatGPT. Okay. You can use it to answer questions based on existing. Text to command. Okay, I'm just going to go through some of these. You can ask it. So in the letter that I told you to write, which I'll show you in a minute, you can ask it to put emojis. You can ask it to put hashtags. You can ask it to make that into a video script. The letter I just told you, please make it into a video script and add images that I should include in my video script. You can say, make this a Facebook ad with emojis and hashtags for Facebook. Again, you have to be very specific because it makes it Facebook friendly. Okay. After you put that, make this a Facebook ad. Guess what you can say to it? Make sure it's Facebook compliant. I mean, this can blow your mind. Again, I'm going to show you in just a moment. So you can ask it to put keywords. Please make sure that you put keywords that are for Boston homeowners or whatever it is, keywords, okay? You can create something into a spreadsheet. You can say, hey, make me a 5-step follow-up sequence for motivated sellers who I talked to once, but are in my follow-up sequence to follow up with. Okay, so it'll give you the 5 steps, which I'll show you in a minute as well. Okay, can you, and then you can, the next prompt can say, could you please make this where I can insert it into Google Sheets or Excel, Microsoft Excel. Again, all of these crazy things, I can't even get into it. I know, it totally blows your mind. All right. Again, you can create a mood for it. You can say, put notes to summary. You can make things into an outline, into bullet points. You can make things chat friendly. There are so many things I can't even tell you. This is just the start of it. You can ask it to correct all the grammar. And this is just for text. This is just for copywriting that I'm teaching you. This isn't for like coders and people who deal with APIs. That's a whole different monster of AI that I don't even, anyways. You can classify items into categories. It's crazy. There's so many things. You can tell it anything and it will do it for you. Okay. It's incredible. So I'm going to give you an example right now. Okay. You can go in the playground and start testing it out, but I'm actually going to go into ChatGPT and start giving you an example. Okay. All right. So there's the free version, but there's always also the plus version. The benefit, it's $20 a month for the plus version. I actually did this month. I paid $20 for it because during this type of day, you get kicked off because it's such high usage. So the reason you pay $20 a month is it guarantees that you won't get kicked off. You're like a priority client, which is amazing. So if I'm educating you on AI, I kind of want the plus version. You can cancel anytime. So anyways, the free version is amazing. I wouldn't recommend paying for it unless you're using it so much that you don't want to be kicked off, okay? But the reality is there are certain times of the day, early morning, later at night, you won't get kicked off. During the day, you might be on and off, depending on the volume. However, if you get plus, so anyways, just another side note for you. All right, so here is my ChatGPT. These are your previous searches. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you that example of the probate letter, and I'm going to give you a very few examples of what it can do. Okay. Right now, this is the tip of the iceberg, everyone. Okay. So I'm going to be very specific. Write a 1-page letter to motivated sellers that are in a that own probates that have inherited. See, you have to be specific. Have inherited, whatever you want to put, a probate property. A probate property coming from a real estate investor. Okay, let's see what happens. Ready? Let's go. So just a side note, as it's generating what you asked for, you really want to wait. You can't go to another search. You have to wait till it's done. It's going to tell you, hey, you can't search for anything until I'm done. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to start reading it. This is how good this is. Okay. Dear motivated seller, first and foremost, I want to express my condolences for your loss. I understand that dealing with the passing of a loved one can be difficult and emotional time. On top of that, the added responsibility of managing an inherited property can be overwhelming and stressful. As a real estate investor, I specialize in assisting sellers who have inherited a probate property. I want to assure you that my property is to make this process as easy and stress-free for you as possible. One of the benefits of working with me is I can offer you fast and fair cash offer. It lists all the benefits. I'll get to that in a minute. In addition to a quick sale, I can also help you navigate the probate process. This can be a complex and time-consuming process, but I have experience working with probate properties and can assist you in any way that I can. If you're interested in learning more about my services or would like to discuss your inherited property in more details, please don't hesitate to contact me. I'm available to answer any questions you may have and provide you with a hassle-free solution for your property. Thank you for considering me as a real estate investor, and I look forward to the opportunity to work with you. I mean, boom. People take a year to draft a letter like this if they're not experienced in copywriting, writing letters, and starting in this business. This letter that got generated in 30 seconds, you can literally edit to your liking and send it out the door by tonight. That's how easy that was. Ready? I'm going to keep going. I'm going to say, can you please, because I'm a very nice and polite woman, can you please list the benefits as bullet points? Let's see what it does. Because certainly, here are the benefits of working with me as a realist. Okay, there you go. So one of the things I love in letters are bullet points because they're easy on the eye. So I asked it, you know, where it said it was a paragraph in the letter. I said, hey, can you list the benefits as a bullet point? So this letter, instead of having it one paragraph, you would add these bullet points instead of that paragraph. Okay, this makes it more than one page, but you can shorten this. This is why I'm saying this gets you 75 to 80 to 90% of where you need to go, but you need to do the work. Like, you wouldn't let a marketing assistant slap something on your desk, not look at it, and then get it out the door. Okay, you would look at it, you would edit it, you would put it back, you would ask for something different. You, as the business owner, CEO, and entrepreneur, need to understand that you're taking this tool, just like a writing assistant, editing it and getting it out the door to your liking. Okay, like things that I would add here are very simple. I would add the person's first name, the address, right? I would bullet point the paragraph. There are changes that I would make, but this is helping you. Okay, another thing is, let's keep going. Can you make this a video script? Oops, I didn't write it. Certainly, here's a video script based on my previous response. Look at what it does for you. Opening shot of a living room with large windows overlooking a garden. The camera zooms in on a framed photograph of a smiling elderly couple. Voiceover. Dear motivated seller, first and foremost, I want to express my condolences for your loss. Cut to a close-up of the real estate investor looking directly into the camera. It does everything for you, okay? So we took that letter and we're making it into a video script. Again, gets you 75 to 90% of the way there. What do you have to do? You take this script, make sure that it's to your liking, put in things that you want, you don't want, right? And then it's on you to record this, get it to the editor, and upload it. But how much time? I can't even put a time or a money amount. How much time and money did you save using this? Do you see how this tool is incredible? It's still doing it. It's incredible. You should, again, it's like telling somebody to get a taxi when you have Uber, click, 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 click. Same with this. I call this the best real marketing assistant that you could ever have for free. So don't take that, take advantage of that while it's free. All right. So it did a huge video script. Okay. A huge video script, a small video script for you, where again, you take it, edit it, you have to make the video, send it to the editor. And the cool thing about the editor is when it says cut to or opening, you can send them this script and they can make a video based on these recommendations, which is incredible. Okay. All right, let's keep going a little bit. I'm going to give you one more example. Okay. Here, make this a shorter Facebook ad using emojis, hashtags. Oh, and hashtags. Let's see what it comes up with. I know this is blowing your mind. I know. Wait for what I'm going to say next. Wait till. All right, here we go. Sure, here's a shorter version of the ad using emojis and hashtags for a Facebook ad. Inheriting a property? Let us make the process easy and stress-free. We offer a fast and fair cash offer, no obligation in 24 to 48 hours. Close on the sale in as little as 2 weeks. Contact us today. Here are the hashtags. Make this Facebook compliant. Here's the compliant based on their recommendations. Okay, they're making it more compliant. I don't see too many changes, which means it was good to begin with. Yeah, so there weren't many changes. Like for longer Facebook ads, I've said, make this Facebook compliant. It says, no, this ad doesn't contain any prohibited. Oh, so it already told you. This ad, see, I was right. This ad doesn't contain any prohibited content or language and is free from discriminatory language and complies with the Facebook guidelines. So you can always, when you're making a Facebook, Instagram ad, you can say, make sure it's compliant with Facebook, Instagram guidelines, okay? Or you can say, make sure there's no discriminatory language. That's the first way you can get shut down, okay? So I'm sure your minds are blown. I know this is just literally the little tip of the iceberg right now, okay? I'm gonna just look at some questions. Make sure to stay on in the next 5 minutes. Hold on. I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna go in and see if there are any questions right now before I get started. Okay, I see a couple of questions. Oh, Dennis and Kathy say hello, my $1 Million Marketing students. Hello, hello. All right, so if you have any questions, make sure that you are asking me in the comments while I have them up. So the next slide is simply, again, this is the tip of the tip of the iceberg, okay? So what I'm going to do is I actually created a 2-day live boot camp. It is free. I know, more mind blown. This is a live 2-day live boot camp. Basically, I'm going to get you the link right now. I'm going to put it in the Facebook Live link so you can sign up. Hold on one second. I'm going to go in my Facebook. Here, I'm going to put it right in the comments right now. You can sign up. Replays will not be available if you're not in my $1 Million Marketing program. Okay. So I would, here, let me go back. So, perfect. Okay. So 2-day live boot camp. It's basically, we're going to harness the power of AI to supercharge your REI marketing. Okay. The description is, I'm going to be hosting, I'm going to show you how to, use artificial intelligence to fast track your business success, drive in leads and save time and reduce costs. Okay. It's a 2-day live boot camp. It is free. It's 2 to 3 hours a day. I'm going to add a bonus day because I'm sure you're going to have a ton of questions. I'm going to add a bonus day on Friday, March 10th. I just put the link in the comments below. Free 2-day live event. But basically, and this is important for you to know, how the format of the boot camp is going to be is that the AI for REI Marketing Bootcamp will focus on how to use AI in the 6 DEFNOS categories. So I am going to show you how to use artificial intelligence for your direct mail, free marketing, email and CRM, your networking, online digital marketing heavy, and then signage and branding. Okay. So my DEFNOS framework, I'm going to take my DEFNOS framework in categories, and I'm going to go into each category, and I am going to show you how you can use ChatGPT to harness and supercharge your marketing so you can drive in more leads, more profit, and absolutely use this new tool to your advantage. Okay. So I'm going to go and see if there are any questions. No questions right now. If you do have any questions, now's the time to do it. Make sure you sign up for this boot camp. I promise you, it will be a game changer for your business. It is free. Take advantage of it. Take advantage of the expert who's going to be teaching you this so you can take what take it, implement it into your